Nothing can stop us. Whatever brings this moment, nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us. When we rise, we're unstoppable, you know. Through trials and storms, together we grow. Every heartbeat that goes in perfect harmony. With faith as our anchor, united we'll be together. Nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us. Wait for it. Can't shut the door. This moment, nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us. One friend is stay. Yeah, yeah. This moment, and Chloe left him. He goes down there. Charting new territory, riding our own path, creating new territory, standing on His word. Oh, nothing can stop us. Never waits for a place of things. With nothing to stop us. Oh yeah. With voice and shout, when His word friend, we conquer our fear. Turn you with unity and faith will always win. Wait for the friend. Nothing can break us. Can stop us. Whatever the friend shout. This moment, nothing can break us. Every breath knows, every breath beats, hold this breath, hold this breath, every breath that's slow, and it's fast, yeah, this moment, nothing can break us, oh, yeah, this moment, nothing can break us, oh, yeah,
What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to be in the space with each and every one of you. Do me a favor, tag, text, and tell somebody. Tell them to come on into the space this morning. Yeah, we want to hear from you and you and you and you too. So come on into the space. Join us this morning. Make sure that you're tagging, texting, and telling somebody to come into the space as well. Man, we certainly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm your host. They call me Wade, Rodney, whatever. I'm just grateful to be in this space with you all. We're going out this morning on Facebook, on my personal page, on Wade's Word and Friends page, as well as Did You See That? We're going out on that page as well. We're also going out on YouTube, Wade's Word and Friends, and Twitch. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to any of our spaces, any of our platforms, that you do it right now. It don't cost you nothing to do it. Yeah, it don't cost you nothing to do it. Come on now.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Come on now, dog.
Yeah, come on. It don't cost you nothing to do it. So you do it right now. If you're over there on the YouTube side, make sure that you get out of the comments section. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and then go back into the comments section and keep the comments going. Yeah, keep the comments going. Don't just spectate, participate. If you hear something you like, say, I know that's right. If you hear something you don't quite understand, just type in there, well. And if you see something or hear something that makes you feel good, just say, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's what we do over here in this space. So again, I'm happy to be with you all. Come on, give yourselves a round of applause. Big up to each and every one of you. And I'm going to do what I'm asking you all to do. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the comments section. Tag and text some folks in the space. And it's really simple to do it. If you're on Facebook, you don't got to put everybody's name in. You just hit the @ symbol. It's going to pop up and say followers. You click on that, it'll send it out to everybody you are connected with. So it's really simple to do. So go ahead and do that for us this morning. Yeah, go ahead and do that for us this morning. We see a bunch of people who have made their way into the space. We see Cynthia Porter. Thank you for coming in. We see Ann Scott. We see Lori. We see Jermaine. We see Shakira. We see Whitney. Yeah, we see a bunch of folk who have made their way into the space. So yeah, come on in and hang out with your boy for a little while. Y'all know what it is. It's Ways, Word, and Friends. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go.
Ways, Word, and Friends. It's a family affair. Tag a soul in need. Show them that you care. If you're looking to connect with heart so grand, we're the chorus of love. Come take our hand. Let's go. Ways, Word, and Friends. Tag your brother, your sister. In unity we mend. Wake up and tell a friend. Ways, Word, and Friends is about to begin. Text, tag, and spread the word. Ways, Word, and Friends is the new hot space for all things funny, challenging, and creative. So wake up, tag a friend, and spread the word. Tag someone who needs a smile today. So if you want to be a part of something special, we are the space. Let's go, Ways, Word, and Friends. Tag someone who needs to hear this and spread the word. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Let the spirit move. In this house of joy, our souls we soothe. With every beat we're sharing Waves truth. We're sharing Waves truth. In this fellowship, our hope sweet roots. Bring it down now. Waves, Word, and Tribe. Join the movement. Feel the vibe.
Yeah, join the movement, feel the vibe. Hey, do me, anybody in the chat, do me a quick favor and just make sure that my sound is coming through the way that it needs to be coming through, that you all hear me, really good, crystal clear and all of that good stuff. Yeah, make sure that you're doing that. Hey, I don't see y'all tagging and texting and telling nobody. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. So, hey, what are we going to do this morning? We're going to center ourselves. Yeah, we're going to center ourselves in just a few moments. We're going to introduce some new music as we often do. Yeah, we're going to do that as well. I'm going to do a quick talk. We're going to talk about it. And then on the back end, I'm going to give you the opportunity to pop in if you so choose, ask a question, share a comment, share whatever good thing is happening in your life, whatever's on your heart. We give you the opportunity to come in and discuss with us on the back end. So we're looking forward to each and every one of you participating today. And I'm going to drop the link, and it's simple. You just click on the link. You don't have to add anything to your phone. You click on the link, it'll bring you on. If you want to come in on video, you can. But if you don't turn your video on. You'll just come in on the audio side, and we'll be able to hear your voice. You can ask your question, give your comment, or anything like that. I see that the chat is hot this morning. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Aisha, thank you for the sound check. Appreciate you. Brother Chappelle, thank you for the sound check. Good to see you this morning as well. Man, I'm happy to be in this space with you all. I'm excited. I'm excited, and I hope that you are excited too. So keep the chat going. Yeah, keep connecting with one another, because that's what we do in this space. We believe in a God who loves us beyond our mistakes. We believe that he's called us to be authentic. Yeah, authentic and in our expression, in our connection, all of those wonderful things. And that we're building a space where people Yeah, well, you don't have to, you can be in your living room on your couch and you can get some good energy, get some good vibes and all of that good stuff right here in this space. What's up, Shalona? Good to see you as well this morning. Thank you for coming into the space as well. Come on, everybody, tag, text, and tell somebody, tell them to come on in this morning and hang out with your boy. Hang out with your boy. Good to see you. Good to see each and every one of y'all. So let me go ahead and add a little music to this as we get ready to center ourselves. Did everybody tag, text, and tell somebody? Yeah, I need to know that. Yeah, just some good centering music. How you doing out there? I mean, that's really what I want to know this morning. How you feeling? I mean, come on, be honest, be real about where you are. Drop it in the comment section. How you doing? Can I just take this moment to simply ask you that? How are you doing? Because I know that life has a way of lifing. And sometimes because we are in such a rush to get somewhere, to get to the next phase, to get to the next step, that sometimes we don't just stop and pause and center ourselves and just relish in the moment, reflect in the moment, ponder the moment. Because these moments come to refresh us, to redirect us sometimes, to restore us. So yeah, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Has life been treating you good and fairly in this moment, in this season of your life? Are you wrestling with some obstacles and roadblocks? Yeah, what's happening with you? Come on, let's take this first deep breath. Breathe it in. Blow it out slowly. The key when taking that breath is a deep breath in and then 5 beats blowing it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, these breaths give you permission to pause, to center yourself in the moment, to block out all of the noise. Because I don't know about you, but the noise sometimes can be so loud. Noise of discontent, noise of struggle, noise of hateration, noise of indecisiveness, doubt, pain. Come on, breathe it in. Breathe it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I dare you to be at ease in this moment. And just allow His Spirit to whisper in your ear, all is well. I know for some of you, it may not feel well. It may not seem like it's well, but allow Him in this moment to simply whisper in your ear and say, it's well. And then you have to come in agreement with that by faith, by simply declaring, it is well with my soul. Yeah, I dare you to take your finger right now and type that in the comments section and just declare it. I'm going to declare it as you declare it. It is well with my soul. Yeah, it is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. And I've discovered the more that you speak to your heart, the more that you tell yourself, trouble don't last always. He's turning it around for my good. Yeah, the songwriter said, sooner or later, it's going to turn in my favor. He's turning it around for me. Yeah, come on, everybody. Just type it in there. It is well with my soul. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I declare it over your life that it is well. Because our Creator does not slumber, nor does he sleep concerning you and I. Yeah, it's turning around. It's turning around. It's turning around for my good. It's turning around for your good. I don't know about you, but I feel that down in my shanana this morning. Yeah, I really do. I really do. I really do. There is an energy this morning, an energy. Do you feel it? Do you share that sentiment with me this morning? There is an energy that is permeating this space. I know you feel it in your living room. I know you feel it in your kitchen. I know you feel it in your bedroom. I know as you're sipping on your coffee or drinking on your tea, as I'm doing this morning, drinking this ginger tea. I know you feel the vibe, the energy. His goodness and his mercy is enduring. Not just in a future sense, but right now. The weight is being lifted. The burden is being shifted. He's turning your frowns upside down. Yes. Do you feel it? It is well with our soul. And that's right, late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that this morning. And so I celebrate that. I celebrate. He who knows all things, he who sees all things, and he who makes all things well. Yeah. There's a joy that comes knowing that he got us, that he's with us, that he sees us. Yeah, he sees us, and I see you. I see behind the eyes and behind the tears. I see that sister this morning who has felt the burden of feeling like she needs to be superwoman, but sometimes superwoman has to learn how to take off her cape. See the fella, the brother this morning who's felt the burden of being Superman. But even Superman sometimes has to take off his cape and be comfortable with the Clark Kent in him. Yeah. Release it, release it, release it, release it, even right now. Release those chains. Release those burdens. Come on, let's breathe it in, breathe it in. Come on, breathe it in. Breathe it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's an energy this morning that is well with my soul. And so I just celebrate him. I thank him. Will you thank him? That's right. Brother Chappelle got me smiling too. Will you thank him right where you are? Just thank him. Thank him for this moment. Thank him for this hour. Thank him for a level of comfort and a level of peace that passes even our own understanding. Yeah, come on, everybody, just thank him, thank him, thank him, thank him. Yeah, just thank him. Yeah, just thank him. Just thank him. And can we just celebrate it together? And we celebrate it together by just simply saying, amen. Go ahead and type that in there, amen. That word is a universal word that connects us and binds us. It says that we're in agreement. Now, if you don't want to be so churchy, I'm not mad at you. Just say, I agree. I agree. I agree. Because that's simply what amen means. It means I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, he's an awesome God. And as we wrap up this meditation, let us just let the music just renew our spirit. One last breath. Here we go. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right with my soul. Yeah, that's all right with my soul. Come on, everybody, share this out this morning. I think we're going to have a good time this morning. We're going to have a good time this morning. We're going to drop some new music again. Lori, if you don't mind, go ahead and drop in the comments section Psalms 139 and 14. 139 and 14. And I'm going to introduce this first song. It's just a simple song that I entitled L-I-F-E. L-I-F-E. Now, I got to be honest. I went to see Jodeci on last night, and one of my favorite songs of Jodeci is Life. I don't know if you ever heard that song, Life. And when Casey sung that song last night, it just so inspired me. Kind of gave his testimony about 7 years ago when the doctor had counted him out and told his family to get his affairs in order, but here he was again on the stage doing his thing, which is really a story of resilience. And I don't know about you, but I can relate to that because I have had moments, and I'm sure you have had moments when folks counted you out. It may have been the doctor, it may have been your best friend, it may have been a colleague, it may have been your boss on the job, didn't see your value. But through it all, you determined that this thing was not going to keep you down, that you were going to get up, and that you were going to experience life to the fullest. So yeah, so that's what this one is. It's just simply called L-I-F-E. Simple 4-letter word. Let me know if you're feeling it. Here we go.
Say life. L-I-F-E is a 4-letter word puzzle in the sand. A sacred symphony unheard. A shifting guiding hand.
As the sun begins to sink, I reflect on all I've known. With every trial, every link, I find the seeds I've sown. The laughter and the tears, they blend into my song. The melody of hopes and fears, where I know I belong. Ellie, it's a canvas wide, painted with our dreams. We weave it with our fireside, igniting what it means. Sometimes a tender moment, sometimes the thunder's roar that lifts us when we're broken. It opens every door. The veil of night begins to lift, a holy canvas spread, whispered hope, a heavenly gift, on where my spirit's led. World outside a rushing stream, but still my soul takes flight. A quiet prayer, awakened dream, bathed in celestial light. Whispered hope, a lingering stain, on where my spirit's been. Coffee's hot, the news is grim, but still the sparrows sing. A quiet fight, 4-letter word, a puzzle in the sand. Sacred symphony unheard, a shifting guiding hand. Sometimes a gentle breeze, sometimes a raging storm. It knocks you to your knees, then keeps you safe and warm. In the rhythm of the day, I find my way through strife. With every step my heart will say, I'm grateful just for life. The hustle and the grind, they push but never break. Each moment's like a line divine, a masterpiece I'll make. Happy is the dance of dreams, a journey we all share. In the highs and in the seams, we find the strength to care. Sometimes a gentle whisper, sometimes a roaring flame. It teaches us to rise up as we call out each other's names. Ways, word, and friends say life.
From the first breath to the last sigh, the lessons of the soul we learn, the tears we cry, the dreams we try. For every twist and turn, we build our castles, watch them fall, and rise up once again, answering heaven's distant call, through sunshine and through rain. Say life, yeah, L-I-F-E.
You can't control it, but you can feel its light. Every moment, every sacred call, day and night. It's everything and nothing, a divine mystery. Don't you see, just L-I-F-E. For you and me. Ways, word, and friends.
Say life. Yeah, drop in the comment section if you was feeling that one. Yeah, say life. Say life. Psalms 139:14 simply says this. It says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Let me say it again. Rewind. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well. Listen, we're going to ask everyone today, if you can, $15. I'm going to drop it on in the ticker. We don't try to be in folks' pocket. If you have it to give, go ahead and do it. Those who are like me, who understand the value of giving and everything, who give a little bit more, cool. But we're going to ask everyone today, if you can, $15. The information is right there on the screen on how you can do it, running across the ticker. Go ahead and, this is another opportunity where you can participate and not just spectate. Support us in what we're doing. And certainly we appreciate each and every one of you who support us, with your gift, out of your abundance, out of your supply. We don't take that for granted. We don't take it lightly. So we appreciate you. We really do. All right. And while you are getting that one together, I'm going to play this next one. And this next one is really kind of what I'm going to talk about. Based on Psalms 139:14. And it's really, I want you to think about it like this. Whenever you evolve or whenever you start to change your mind, possibly about certain things, one of the things sometimes instinctively that we feel like we need to do is apologize for it. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about stop apologize. And that sounds like an oxymoron because all of our lives, folks, we've been conditioned to apologize for just simply being human. And so let's talk about it. Here we go. Let me know if you're feeling this
one. No more saying sorry, but just being me. Free to breathe, free to grow, finally free. Oh, fearfully and wonderful, man. That's what I am. Yeah, that's what I am. Wasteland friends. In a world that tries to shape me, I'll break free from the mold. With every scar and story, my legacy unfolds. Embracing all my colors, I shine without a doubt. I'm worthy just as I am, and that's what life's about. So stop apologizing for the skin that I am in, for every tear that falls, for every journey start and spin.
I'm human, flawed, and wonderful, designed by grace above. No more saying sorry, I'm rising up in love. Woke up with the morning light, quiet, I'm inside. Then the critic starts to speak, nowhere left to hide. Tells me I'm too much, or maybe not enough. Every single flicker, every moment feeling rough. Always try to measure up to some ideal I've chased. Apologizing lately for just taking up this space. Darling, now what you forget how it sounds. Hey.
Apologizing for the skin that
Every journey starts slowing down. Designed by principles. It's always putting friends in. Yeah.
From the design, we mistakes are stepping stones, now weights upon my soul. Each lesson learn a broken piece that makes me truly whole. Vulnerabilities of power, a courage hard won true. Opening my heart to me and opening to you.
Cause the whisper's getting louder now, a different kind of sound. It's telling me I'm fifthly made on sacred holy ground. So I'll stop apologizing for the skin that I am in. For every tear that falls, for every journey start and spin.
Apologizing for the skin that I am
Grace
in.
above.
Every tear that falls, for every journey start and spin.
Ways, word, friends. No apologies. No more saying sorry for just being me. Free to breathe, free to grow, finally free. Oh, fearfully and wonderfully made, that's where I am. Yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah. Stop apologizing. That's kind of what I want to talk about today, because I believe this weighs heavily on many of us. Sometimes, often, without even realizing it. You know, this quiet, persistent apology for simply being human. When we look at this passage, this verse, this pericope, it speaks to the very heart of the matter, that our very existence, including all of its facets, is a purposeful and marvelous creation by God, leaving no room for us to apologize for being who we are. Matter of fact, it emphasizes divine design and the inherent worth of our human nature. I want you to think about it for a moment. How often do we say sorry for things that are an inherent part of our existence? Sorry, I'm just a little emotional today. Sorry, I'm not perfect. Sorry, I made a mistake. Sorry, I need a moment to myself. We apologize for our feelings, our imperfections, our needs, and our very process of learning and growing. We've somehow internalized the idea that our humanity is something to be excused, something to be hidden, or even something to be ashamed of. But I'm here to tell you today, with all of the conviction of my heart, that it's time to stop apologizing for being human. Because here's the reality: you and I are, in fact, a divine design. From a spiritual perspective, our humanity is not flawed. It is a divine design. Look at the scriptures time and again. We are reminded that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are created in the image of God. This does not mean that we are flawless, but it means that our very nature, including our capacity for joy and sorrow, the songwriter was right, joy and pain, sunshine and rain, our very capacity for that, our strength and our vulnerability, success and failure is a part of this magnificent plan. When we apologize for being human, we are in a way apologizing for God's creation. We are saying that the very essence of who we are, as designed by a living creator, is somehow less than. But God doesn't make no mistakes. Anybody picking up what I'm putting down? Don't sleep on what I'm talking about. I know where I'm going this morning. Our emotions, our needs, our limitations, these are not errors. They are a part of a rich tapestry of life that allows us to experience, to learn, and to connect deeply with one another. So let's be clear. This isn't an excuse for bad behavior. I'm not talking about that. I'm not, when I'm talking about living, a lot of people look at different things, and I'm saying, if I'm not doing any harm to you or any harm to anybody else, why you got an opinion on it? Why you need to talk about it? I'm not talking about not being accountable, but there is a vast difference between taking responsibility for our actions and apologizing for our being. Rewind. Let me say that again. There is a vast difference between taking responsibility for our actions and apologizing for our being. I am who God made me to be. Not who you made me to be, but who God made me to be. To be human is to be imperfect, and too often, a lot of times in our context, folk running around here like they stuff don't smell, when in reality, none of us are perfect. I don't care what building you go into. I don't care how much they hooping and hollering. I don't care how much they trying to convince you that you are. The reality is, none of us are perfect. To be human is, in fact, to be imperfect. We will, you will, I will make mistakes. And when we run into conflict is when we start to look at folks as if they will not make mistakes. But if we're honest with ourselves, we make mistakes on the daily. We say things, we do things. Yeah, we stumble. Yeah, we have bad days. Yeah, we feel angry. Yeah, we feel sad, frustrated, and overwhelmed. These experiences are not signs of weaknesses. They are a sign of life. Man, I am talking better than y'all are typing this morning. Yeah, these are signs of life. These are opportunities for growth, for self-compassion, for understanding, for not only looking for God's grace, but giving ourselves grace. But when we constantly apologize for our imperfections, we deny ourselves the grace to learn and to evolve. We deny others the chance to see us authentically. With all of our beautiful rough edges, and perhaps most importantly, we deny ourselves the profound relief that comes from simply being ourselves. Think about the people you admire the most. Are they the ones who seem to have it all together, who never show a crack in their facade, or are they the ones who are real, who are brave enough to be vulnerable, who admit when they don't know something or when they are struggling? When we stop apologizing for being human, we give ourselves permission to be real. Man, I done gave y'all so many nuggets this morning. Matter of fact, this is so good. I'm going to drop $15. This is so good. Here it is. Let me say it again for the slow folks in the back of the room. When we stop apologizing for being human, we give ourselves permission to be real. This not only liberates us, but it also creates space for others to be real with us as well. It fosters genuine connection, builds trust, and cultivates a community where grace, understanding, and empathy can flourish. Imagine a world where instead of apologizing for a tear, we allow it to fall. Where instead of apologizing for needing a break, we simply take one. Where instead of apologizing for a perfectly normal human reaction, we acknowledge it and move on. We keep it moving. What a free and compassionate world that would be. So we have to stop apologizing for being human in our daily walk. It's a journey, not a destination. But here are some steps that we can take. Number one, pay attention to your internal monologue. When you catch yourself apologizing for something that isn't truly an offense, pay attention. Don't say sorry when you express an opinion that differs from someone else. Do you apologize for taking a moment to think before responding? Do you feel the need to exercise your feelings when you're upset or overwhelmed? Yeah, pay attention to your internal monologue. Not only that, we've got to learn how to reframe our language. Once you're aware of the fact that you're apologizing for stuff maybe you shouldn't be apologizing, that you're just simply walking out your human existence. Once you are aware of that, instead of saying, sorry, I'm a bit emotional right now, just try saying, I'm feeling a lot right now. Instead of saying, sorry, I made a mistake, maybe try saying, I made a mistake, I've learned from it, and I'm moving on. Instead of saying, sorry, I can't do that, try saying, I'm unable to do it right now. My capacity is full at the moment. When we begin to shift our language, it moves from being rude or unfeeling, but it becomes about a assertive and honest without diminishing my own or our own experience. If I'm not feeling it, I shouldn't have to say I'm sorry because I'm not feeling it. If I'm wrestling with something, I should not have to apologize with what I'm struggling with internally. I just don't have it in this moment. I need to take a pause. I need to take a break. I need to take some breaths. I shouldn't have to apologize for how I'm feeling. And when we do that, we learn how to set these kind of boundaries because we're not apologizing. We refuse to apologize out of fear of disappointing others or extending ourselves. We are learning to say no without guilt. I told some of y'all in the meeting that we had yesterday, it's okay to decline an invitation if you need some rest. It's okay to say you're unavailable if you got something else going on. It's okay to articulate your limits in a relationship. When we set boundaries, we are in fact exercising an act of self-respect and recognizing our human need. And you don't owe anyone an apology for protecting your well-being. This is perhaps maybe the most crucial piece. You've got to learn to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would treat your dear friend. When you stumble, when you feel inadequate, when your emotions are running high, resist the urge to criticize yourself or to walk in shame. Yeah, some folk want you to always be criticizing yourself, want you to always be walking in shame, but you've got to learn. Preach. Talk about it, Wade. You've got to resist the urge to walk in shame. You've got to learn how to acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Remind yourself that everyone, come on in here close, y'all, because some of y'all ain't got it yet. Everyone, I'm talking to you and you and you. Everyone makes mistakes. And sometimes we offer words of encouragement to everyone else, but we fail to offer words of encouragement to ourselves. So we've got to learn how to be gentle with ourselves. We've got to learn how to navigate the complexities of just simply being human, rather than constantly feeling the need to apologize for being who I am and who you are. And when we do that, it allows us to connect in an authentic way, one with another. So finally, here it is. Here's my call to freedom. Here's my invitation to you on this day. When you feel a wave of emotion, allow it. You don't need to apologize for feeling. When you make a mistake, acknowledge it, learn from it, move on. You don't need to apologize for being in process. When you have a need, express it. You don't need to apologize for your boundaries or your limitations. And when you are simply being yourself, learn how to celebrate it. Because you and I are fearfully and wonderfully made. And our soul knows that well. Yeah, you are in fact remarkable and unique and a divinely created being. Your humanity is not a burden, it's a gift. Embrace it, live it fully, and stop apologizing for the masterpiece that you are. Because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That my soul knows well. Stop apologizing for being human and live your life.
Say life. L-I-F-E is a four-letter word puzzle in the sand. A sacred symphony unheard. A shifting guiding hand.
As the sun begins to sink, I reflect on all I've known. With every trial, every link, I find the seeds I've sown. The laughter and the tears, they blend into my song. The melody of hopes and fears, where I know I belong. It's a canvas wide, painted with our dreams. We weave it with our fireside, igniting what it means. Sometimes a tender moment, sometimes the thunder's roar that lifts us when we're broken. It opens every door. The veil of night begins to lift, a holy canvas spread, whispered hope, a heavenly gift, on where my spirit's led. World outside a rushing stream, but still my soul takes flight. A quiet prayer, awakened dream, bathed in celestial light. Whispered hope, a lingering stain, on where my spirit's been. Coffee's hot, the news is grim, but still the sparrows sing. A quiet sight, four-letter word, a puzzle in the sand. A sacred symphony unheard, a shifting guiding hand. Sometimes a gentle breeze, sometimes a raging storm. It knocks you to your knees, then keeps you safe and warm. In the rhythm of the day, I find my way through strife. With every step my heart will say, I'm grateful just for life. The hustle and the grind, they push but never break. Each moment's like a line divine, a masterpiece I'll make. Happy is the dance of dreams, a journey we all share. In the highs and in the seams, we find the strength to care. Sometimes a gentle whisper, sometimes a roaring flame. It teaches us to rise up as we call out each other's names. say life.
From the first breath to the last sigh, the lessons of the soul we learn, the tears we cry, the dreams we try, for every twist and turn. We build our castles, watch them fall, and rise up once again, answering heaven's distant call, through sunshine and through rain. Say life. Yeah, L-I-F-E.
You can't control it, but you can feel its light. Every moment, every sacred call, day and night. It's everything and nothing, a divine mystery. Don't you see, just L-I-F-E. For you and me. Ways, word, and friends.
Yeah. Stop apologizing for being human. L-I-F-E. Say life. Say life. Say life. Big ups to everyone in the space. Big ups.
Man, them some bars, yo.
Big ups to everyone. Listen, we've dropped the link. I'm going to drop it one more time. Give you an opportunity to come in and share with me your thoughts on the talk today. You can ask a question. You can ask me questions, whatever. I'm open to your questions. Again, you don't have to come in on camera if you don't want to. But we would love to hear from you this morning. Make sure, again, that you support us. The information is running across the ticker this morning. You have a few extra little quarters or whatever, little extra change or whatever. Go ahead and drop that on the Cash App and support us in the work that we're doing in this space. We hope that what we're doing is adding value to your life. It is bringing about meaningful connections and understandings, and and that you are feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe of what we're doing in this space. And so we appreciate each and every one of you. Looking back through the comments, Mr. Chappelle said the word is real. I appreciate that. Yeah. Gladys says, thank you for that blessed and powerful word today, Wade. I appreciate that. Jermaine said, awesome. Verlin said it was on point. Okay. I'm just scrolling back up here. Ann said this message is one for the record book. Okay. I'm feeling refreshed. Appreciate that. Okay. Celebrate yourself. Okay. Fearfully and wonderfully made. Hey, the link is up. Come on, pop in. I want to hear from you. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Pop yourself in the link real quick. I'm gonna put it up one more time. For you all to come in. We want to hear from you. There it is. This is your opportunity to participate. Yeah, so come on in and holler at your boy. We would love to hear from you. Yeah, hear from you and you and you. All right. Give you all a few moments to do that. All right. Okay. I see Nina is making her way in. Let's welcome Nina Holmes. Nina, you're on. Make sure that you unmute yourself and go ahead and share.
Hey, Rodney, how you doing this morning?
I am doing wonderful. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
All
You really have I wish I could have your attitude, the way you approach everything. I really do. I just love you. Because like Ann put in there, you got it. She put on there, you got it in her head. I think you got it in everybody's head this morning.
Yeah.
And I tell you, because like you said about always apologizing, because when we were kids, I'm an old school. We were always taught to respect people, to say thank you and yes, ma'am, and no, sir. And people nowadays don't teach their kids for the most part to say yes, sir, and no, sir. And a lot of times kids don't even apologize anymore these days, I notice. And then
Yeah.
when I look at them, sometimes I'm looking like they don't say they sorry, you know. So,
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
but and I was thinking like this morning, what you were saying, it was times where I apologize, and after I apologize, I felt bad to make them feel good because I had to
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
And
And that's
and
yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
I'm not getting that part.
Yeah. Yeah. So that there's the message is not saying if we're doing harm that we shouldn't apologize, right? And I think that's kind of what you were saying
Mhm.
in reference to some of the things that we see in our society today, some of that
Mhm.
upbringing. But we shouldn't be apologizing for just simply being human. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
we all recognize that we're flawed, that we're going to make mistakes,
Mhm.
that we're going to um, have moments, right? And the whole point of all of this, when we talking about this message of the kingdom, it is grace, and grace recognizes that we're flawed, right? It recognizes that,
Right.
and so we can't be the type of people who always want grace, but don't give grace, right?
Right.
But with that being said, I shouldn't have to apologize uh, when I'm feeling some type of way. Just to your point, just so that I can kind of make you feel better from the standpoint. So it's this notion of I shouldn't have to always dim my light because you can't
And that's
handle
what I do.
yeah, yeah. Because you can't handle my greatness. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people
Yes,
want you to
sir.
do that. So that's what we end up doing, to your point. We end up apologizing in situations and circumstances where we shouldn't have to apologize, right? And some of that is that
Right.
traditional background that comes in. But if I'm walking in my truth, if I'm being authentic to myself and I'm not doing any harm to you, why do I need to be
Mhm.
apologizing to you? You understand what I'm saying? And some
Exactly.
people want you to
Yes.
apologize for situations that don't even have any
Mhm.
ramifications on their life at all. They just heard something. And then they want to
Right.
come to you and tell you you should have handled it a different way. You should have felt about it a different way. No, I don't owe you an
Mhm.
a apology for being true and authentic to myself. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So there's a
Mhm.
difference between doing harmful things, um, and so when I think about we throw that word sin around a lot. Me, am I doing harm to you? Am I doing harm? If I'm not doing any harm, then I don't owe you um, any apology in that way. And I think we have oversaturated that word, and oftentimes we end up
Yes, sir.
apologizing just to your point, to make somebody else feel better. But internally, we know, or in that moment, you didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You didn't say
Mhm.
nothing wrong. You didn't do nothing that you didn't do anything wrong. And so we got to learn how to acknowledge that. We're human. We're flawed. We're gonna make mistakes, and it's okay. It's okay. And I think when we all understand that, then we can now really have authentic conversations one with another. You follow what I'm saying? Because we're meeting folks
Yes.
where they are. Um, we're not coming in with any assumptions, and then we're also learning to mind our own business. You know what I mean? we
Mhm.
taking we
Right.
taking 360, right? 180 to mind my business and 180 to stay out of yours. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
so you feel what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
yeah. But
So
I
thank you for
appreciate you
answering my
sharing.
question.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you sharing. But
Mhm.
yeah, just and I think that's about us again, listening to our internal monologue. And I always go back to that 24 hours. If I'm looking at a situation or something, I always take 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours to ask myself, am is this thing that I'm feeling, is it real? Did this thing really happen where I feel like this person has offended me? And oftentimes, over the space of that 24 hours, I discover sometimes I'm tripping. you You follow what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That was me.
Mhm.
You know, I'm tripping. But if over the course of that time I feel like it was something, now I can be authentic and true and go to that person and say, hey, I was feeling some type of way because I have.
Yes, and thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
tell you thank you for bringing that back because I know some months back you preached and taught us give yourself 24 hours to think
Mm-hmm.
things over
Yeah,
and then come back then reapproach it if you have
yeah,
to. So
yeah,
thank you for reminding us of that
yeah,
because
absolutely.
that's good. That's powerful right there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, we appreciate you popping in. Stick around. Look like Lori is popping in, so you can join in the conversation as well.
Hey,
What's up, Lori?
good
Hi,
morning.
Lori.
Good
How
morning.
you doing,
Good
Nina?
morning. I'm fine. How you,
Um,
sweetheart?
good. Um, you was all in my head today because you just made me get a different perspective. It's the way
Yeah.
you deliver the word. You just have the greatest gift ever, just
Yeah.
to bring it to you to make you see it a different way. Because sometimes too, we all like I could have a way to say like I'm sorry, and then like she's saying sorry to you to make somebody else feel better. But in
Mm-hmm.
actuality, sometimes we feel that we're not wrong, but I'm saying sorry because I'm being who I am and still
Yeah.
learning and still making mistakes and still going through different
Mm-hmm.
situations. And you taught me too, like now I don't gotta apologize. Look, I'm just having a moment. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
everything doesn't have to be sorry. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
put that perspective in my head, like sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we'll just say it like to gaff it off to try to move
Yeah.
on. But I gotta let you know who I really am and what I'm trying to be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'm not perfect, but I'm striving. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
thank you for
Absolutely.
that message.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what it is. You know, we have to some things we have to relearn. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Some things we have to
And that's what I
relearn
gotta do.
because what we
Yes.
end up doing,
Always.
because what we end up doing, we end up harming ourselves more, right?
Yes.
Because we
Mhm.
we have been so programmed
Yes.
to navigate in criticism and shame, and
Yes.
and 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 I don't know about you all, but that when I woke up to it, that's really a burden. They want, a lot of spaces want to keep you in shame because if they keep you in shame, they keep you under control.
Yes.
The worst person in the room is somebody who thinks for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So a
Yep.
lot of times, it's that, especially in some of these circles, they harp on the shame and hardly ever on on the grace. You
Grace
understand what
and
I'm saying?
mercy. Yes.
Unless it's dealing with them. You know what I mean? But yeah. I just learned some things. Hey, I don't want to just be apologizing for being a human, for feeling. You know what I mean? For having my share of struggles, and that's why I try to use those examples. Around. I apologize that I'm feeling some type of way today, or I apologize that I'm struggling today. And we do that, but that's a part of life. That's the natural
Yes.
progression of life. I have moments where today I'm just not feeling it. And I shouldn't have to
Mm-hmm.
apologize for that.
Yeah.
What your role can be with me is help me to navigate through that, right?
Mhm.
By encouraging me
Mhm.
through that moment, helping me to see the reality of that, giving me some insight on it. But too often what we do, sometimes we make people feel bad for feeling bad. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly.
yeah, feel bad for feeling bad. I done lost somebody. The first thing you want to tell me is don't feel it, don't feel it, don't feel
Mhm.
it. What do you
Right.
mean? That was my loved one. That was somebody who I held dearly, and immediately you trying to tell me
So
not to feel what I should be feeling
that's right.
because God built us for
Mhm.
relationships, and when those relationships are broken,
Yes.
we feel that.
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
there's a natural maturation or a natural healing process that we have to go through. But too often we try to convince people, don't feel that,
Hmm.
don't and I don't want to apologize for being human. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that's right.
All right, the link is up. The link is up. Nina and Lori is here. We're gonna put the link back up one more time for anybody else who want to pop in. Again, remember, you don't have to come in on camera if you don't want to, but we would love to hear from you. I'm going to check and see if I missed anything in the comments section. What do we got here? Yeah, Shakira says, I'm just having a moment. Mr. Chappelle said, get out of my head. All respect. Pause. And
I think it was that everybody had.
Yeah. And says, and that's true for me. I got 99 problems, but yeah, preaching ain't one of them. Yeah. It's okay to feel, Shakira says. All right. So we put it up. I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes. And all right. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming in. Let's go out with a little bit of music. Yeah, let's just drop this again. Stop apologizing. Hey, we love each and every one of y'all. Big ups to everyone who came into the space. Make sure that you're sharing our content out. Again, if we've added value to your life, it don't cost you nothing to share it. It don't cost you nothing to share it. Share it in your spaces, because if it blessed you, we believe that it'll bless others, right? Later on, we're going to drop some clips from today in some of our other spaces, Instagram, TikTok. If you haven't subscribed in our spaces over there, go over there and do that. It don't cost you nothing to do that. On our YouTube side, make sure that you are actually a subscriber. That costs you $0, y'all. So make sure that you go over there and do that. If you're on the Facebook side, make sure that you go into all our platforms, like our content, heart our stuff. Certainly, we appreciate you for doing that. All right, so we're going to get on up out of here. Let's rock out this way. Stop apologizing, y'all.
No more saying sorry, but just being me. Free to breathe, free to grow, finally free. Oh, fearfully and wonderfully made. That's what I am. Yeah, that's what I am.
Wasteland friends.
In a world that tries to shape me, I'll break free from the mold. With every scar and story, my legacy unfolds. Embracing all my colors, I shine without a doubt. I'm worthy just as I am, and that's what life's about. So stop apologizing for the skin that I am in, for every tear that falls, for every journey start and spin.
I'm human, flawed, and wonderful, designed by grace above. No more saying sorry, I'm rising up in love. Woke up with the morning light, quiet, I'm inside. Then the critic starts to speak, nowhere left to hide. Tell me I'm too much, oh maybe not enough. Every single flicker, every moment feeling rough. Always try to measure up to some ideal I've chased. Apologizing lately for just taking up this space. Darling, now what you forget how it sounds. Hey.
Apologizing for the skin that I am.
Every journey starts slowing down. Designed by principles. It's always putting friends in.
Mistakes are stepping stones, now weights upon my soul. Each lesson learned a broken piece that makes me truly whole. Vulnerabilities of power, a courage hard won true. Opening my heart to me and opening to you.
Cause the whisper's getting louder now, a different kind of sound. It's telling me I'm fifthly made on sacred holy ground. So I'll stop apologizing for the skin that I am in. For every tear that falls, for every journey start and spin.
Stop apologizing for the skin that I am in.
Grace above.
Every tear that falls, for every journey start and spin.
Wasteland friends. No apologies. No more saying sorry for just me. Free to breathe, free to grow, finally free.